In this practice, we're going to focus on the breath. This is a really core one for mindfulness. So if you've done any other mindfulness practices, you've probably done something similar to this. So it's a great one to get started on, a great one to go back to if you've already done loads of mindfulness and you really want to do the specific ones, then you can skip this. But this is a great one to get back into it, to if you're new or just want to come back to every time. So you want to be sitting comfortably. The idea is we want to be alert and awake, so not lying down on a bed where we might go to sleep, but a hard back chair is great, or you can just sit on the floor like I'm doing now, or if you've got a hard enough floor where you can still be alert and awake, you could also lie down on the floor, but wherever you're going to be comfortable but not dozing off. And I want you to start by just directing your attention to the breath, so the air moving in and out of your lungs. And if you're comfortable doing so, if you feel ready, you can gently close the eyes, or you may want to just lower your gaze, but it really is better if you can close your eyes because you can concentrate quite well. And we're just going to sit with the attention focused on our breath here. Just everything we can feel, so the air moving in and out, our chest rising as we take a breath in, and then shrinking as we breathe out. We don't need to control our breath in any way. We don't need to do super deep breaths or do any kind of special breathing. We're just observing our natural breath, just the sensations that are associated with that. We go through the exercise, you might find that your mind wanders, that you get a bit distracted. You almost certainly will find that, and when that happens, that's okay. Just gently guide your mind back to the exercise. Maybe congratulate yourself a little for noticing that you've been distracted. It's not a problem, you're not doing anything wrong. But when you do notice, just gently guide your mind back to the practice. Doesn't matter how many times you get distracted, that's what we're practicing. We're practicing noticing and guiding our mind back. So even if it happens 1,000 times, that's fine. It just says 1,000 times we're going to notice, and we're going to bring it back to the practice. And every time we do that, it becomes a little more automatic. It's a slow process. It doesn't change overnight, especially if we've spent a lifetime worrying or dwelling on the past, then it's going to take a lot of practice to undo all of that, and that's okay. We just get a little better every time. Let's see what sensations we can find in the nose and in the mouth as the air moves in and out. What can we feel? What can we sense there? We're not creating any sensations here, we're just noticing what's already there. If there's nothing there, just notice the nothingness. Let's gently move our attention down to the neck and the windpipe. What sensations are present here? Again, we're not creating anything, we're just noticing what's already there. And now down to the chest. It expands and contracts. What sensations are here? And down to the belly. We find the belly moves a bit with the chest. Taking slow breaths, you should find that the belly is involved in the breathing process as well. Now move your attention back to the breath as a whole. It might involve following the air as it moves in and out, passes through the various parts of the body. Or it might just involve taking in all of the sensations at once. When you're ready, in your own time, bring your attention back to the room, back to what you're sitting on or lying on, or whatever sensations you can feel connected to the external world. And you can gently blink open the eyes, there's no rush, just whenever you're ready. And then take a moment to ground yourself back in the room before getting up and moving on.